Hey y'all, this is Debbie Lynn here from South Carolina here, from Greenville. I want to touch base with everybody here. I was wanting to get kind of serious here a little bit. You got to joke around, cut up, and carry on. Uh, but I want to get a little serious here about actually probably something you don't even want to hear about right now. About the Bible. A lot of people have a little argument about transgender, gay, and all that stuff like that. But people don't realize this. But did you know King James was actually gay? Yeah, yeah. I know you won't need this, but you Google it up. It'll talk about it. And it would also talk about how he had a cousin, what was his lover. And all his guards used to sleep in the same bed with him because he was always up for on attack because people wanted to kill him because he was gay. And he was openly about it. And matter of fact, they used to call him Queen James. Joking around. Yeah. That's the truth. And they also got a love letter to his cousin in a museum to this day. Yeah, his own cousin. Now, you talk about kissing cousins. Think about that. Maybe he's from the hills. I don't know. anyway, I want to say something here. Everybody thinks that, when somebody dies and all that, like I said this before about somebody going to, your family going to heaven. And some people think that their family's in hell and burning. But God, for so loved the world, he gave his only begotten his Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. 3:16. Everybody knows that. But if you recall that word, perish, what's perish mean? It means to disappear, to destroy. So the soul, only God can destroy the soul in the grave. That grave is actually hell. That pit, that what you lay in that's hell. That's your hell. When he comes back from Revelations, and it says when he comes back, he called back with a loud trump, he wakes the dead. And you rise and you come forth. He brings you forth. Then you're on your journey home. And that's what you got to wait for. You're waiting for that day. And it'd be just like if you went into for surgery. You go in to get your tonsils removed, and all of a sudden you wake up and there you are. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, all them people like that, Elvis Presley, they'll wake up, they say, what happened? I just fell asleep. That's how it's going to be. And just for you too. And let me explain this too here. Here's another one here. It says this in King James. Okay. It says, for there are some eunuchs which were born from their mother's womb. Think about it. And there are some eunuchs which were made eunuch of men. And there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. Now what's that tell you there? There is transgender in the Bible, ain't they? Yeah. Enoch was feminine men. And when the wives didn't want to have sex with their men, she said, go to your eunuch. Because they were actually slaves too. They would take care of the home, the family. The wives and the husbands never really lived together at the time back in that days. It wasn't nothing for them to live in different countries apart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Serious. So, transgenderism is in the Bible, and it does say that let him receive it. Who is able to receive it, let him receive it. That means take them as they are. Because God also says, come to the cross as you are. Lay your burdens upon my shoulders. He's got the wide shoulders. He can bear it all. Yeah, I know you probably think, oh, Debbie Lynn, you cuss and you do this and you drink wine and you probably this, and that. Yeah. But I do got a religious side to me too, I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I do know the Bible. And I do live in the Bible Belt. And I did go to Church of God for a long time. Played music there. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I was a bass singer. Yeah, I was singing bass for a long time. Yeah. Anyway, I can't do it now because my voice is gonna crackly. But still, in all, I probably could do it if I got back into it. I don't know. But anyway, sure enough. But let me go on. Let's see here. Now I want to show another one here. This is in Galatians. Remember this, 3:28. Look it up. There can be neither Jew nor Greek. There can be neither bond nor free. I'm sorry. There can be no male and or female. For ye all of you, all of us, are all in one man, Jesus Christ. Man in Jesus Christ. Yeah. Galatians 3:28. Look it up. Don't believe me. Look it up. Get it from the Bible. That's where you get it from. Don't go from no Jehovah's Witness and all that stuff like that. You don't want to hear all that stuff like that. Well, I mean, I ain't going to say nothing like that. If the people's into it, hey, that's your belief. You know, I ain't going to go on to different other books because I'm only going on one book, and that's the Bible. I've had them people come knocking on my doors, and I've had Mormons come and try to sell me a whole bunch of stuff off books and stuff, and they would be trying to get out of my house. They would be trying to run off my porch because they was afraid. They didn't want to hear me preach to them. Yeah, and they would sit there and say, "Whoa, the Bible was wrote and everything with different men and stuff," and they were trying to give me their book made from whatever, something Smith, whatever, whoever made that book. And it's like, why do I want that book? Can't that one be done the same way? Can't that be wrote? Well, yeah, any book could. So I'm going to go from the Holy Bible instead. I'd rather go from that. I mean, don't God's word still stand today? He's the same today as he was yesterday. He'll never change. He loves you. He loves me. And that's the way things go. You know. So it is a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. And I just had to throw that out to you. So, this is David Lynn from South Carolina.